some customer will always ask, do you want to, should I be considering Oracle HCM or do I consider PeopleSoft HCM, because we have both. So my typical answer, or my account manager's typical answer to them is depending on their footprint. If today they are already using Oracle e-business suite, chances are we say that maybe you should consider Oracle e-business suite HCM solution. Simple, because they already have the skill sets around Oracle HCM, right? So, and the look and feel is their customers are familiar with that interface. So the adoptions and the ability to maintain an Oracle HCM is so much easier versus that they move on to a different, PeopleSoft. So it's a green field. Customer has no so-called EBS footprint. Then I think they are fair to choose both. Okay. Then depending, we will definitely get into a situation whereby we'll show them a simple demo, a POC, walk through with them. This is how we do. So the engagement with the users becomes very important. Because when we engage a customer, we don't just engage IT. Definitely the users are very important because they're the one that will be the so-called owner of the system. So that session we have to go through with them. Then that will, along the way, they'll definitely have some preference, I'm sure, in terms of how easy to navigate from one and how easy to actually maintain. So that is part one of how I answer it. But of course, in general, let's say if in deciding HCM, I would think that a few points which is very important, whether they want to go regional, whether they want to globalize, whether what's their focus area. Is it more in terms of basically taking a systematic approach whereby they just want to go on a small phase approach to get everything so-called automated, then moving to something that is more strategic. Then I think they should consider a more integrated solution that's more appropriate, rather than so-called best-of-breed solution whereby they have to worry about piecing these jigsaws together through a lot of services effort needed in the future, whereby then you get into some issues along the way. But if it's pre-integrated, snap on as and when they like, then I thought they'll definitely save a lot of cost and effort in the future. So that would be my recommendation. You see, like for us, we pride ourselves, we have everything. Okay, so it's up to you, and we can share with you in terms of what's your priority. Then we can plan out for them in terms of the roadmap. And in fact, in Oracle, we do have a very good consultant that can go down and do so-called analysis with them. We can interview the CEO, we can interview the CFO, the HR, to basically understand the strategic goals and intent and objectives, and map that against how do you handle it in the HCM space, and therefore chart out a approach for them to say that, okay, for this we recommend year one you do this, year two. So all this we have the capability to basically engage them so that they can basically see it in their eyes, a long-term view, rather than just a project and move on from there. And so that helps a lot in terms of, because sometimes customers, they may not have the capability to do that, and if they were to engage consultants, it will not be free, right? So it's a fee-based exercise, but we do provide that kind of service on a case-by-case basis, and it helps a lot in terms of doing that, and also providing some form of ROI analysis for them to put on the business case. I hope I answer your question.
Yes, yeah. Any question? Maybe one part is with this Parkway Health implementation. Is there something you would like to say? In terms of their implementation of PeopleSoft, and something you want to comment on?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's one thing that I wanted. I was actually quite sorry that I couldn't attend, because I wanted to actually show my support to Parkway, because I'm truly happy that they have started this journey together with us.
Because previously they was also using a very huge system like an SAP system. So for someone to make a major decision like that, I think there must be a compelling reason, right?
Yeah.
And it would be good if you can share those reasons.
So I think from Oracle perspective, we are definitely happy and definitely behind Parkway to ensure that one, the implementation is successful, and of course by what we mean by successful is on time and on budget, and that's something that's very important. Obviously, the implementation is not done by us, it's done by our partners, in this case is HRMS Consulting. So they are specialized in the HCM implementation space. And I trust that they will do a good job in that sense. But where areas we can help to contribute to ensure the success is met is typically we will have very close regular communications. May not be directly through me, maybe through my account managers who's with them on a regular basis to get updates from them. So through feedbacks and regular communication, we'll be able to understand whether issues are arising. So we try to be more proactive in that sense. So whereby in cases whereby we think that it is issues with regards to certain aspects like maybe product bugs or some issues, yeah, we can take a proactive stand in terms of making sure that our development team responds quickly so that at least the time to resolutions get shortened. So these are small little things but important steps that we can help to basically smoothen that journey for them. Of course, when it comes to certain unclarity in terms of whether this feature or functions should be used this way, sometimes we do step in to help to mediate with the customer and the SI to say that, look, to get from point A to point B, we can offer you a very unbiased approach view to say that you can go by this route, option A or option B. Customer, option A, this is ABC, this is zero cost, this one is you need to customize whatever. So we do provide that kind of so-called assistance so that customer do not just listen from the SI but also hear from the principal perspective. And that gives customer comfort feel that okay, at least they are informed of all the facts and they can make a decision moving forward from there. Sometimes we also help by sitting in customers' steering com to ensure that things go smooth. So that depends on situations and customer on a case-to-case basis. Yeah. But we do get involved in one way or another. May not be directly because we are not the prime, but sometimes we do work behind the scene just to make sure that things get done smoothly. Yeah. But it's important that we make sure that this customer also continues to be a reference to the customer.